Ceridian?
What do you mean, Ceridian?
Ceridian, what's wrong? I don't think she can hear us. We need to go back to the swamps.
You understand that? But it's a bird.
It's Ceridian, by way of the invisible, speaking through the crow.
It doesn't work both ways. Imagine having a conversation with someone far away. Can you feel it? I have goosebumps.
The veil is tech. If I bruise the bud so the specters inside show themselves, you could shoot them. Once freed, the ivy should quickly wither.
It's for the gardening tip.
The wards have weakened.
Ceridian's power wanes.
Nobody's home. I can feel it.
Oh there! Where could they be?
Crows. They flock to that great tree up there.
The Banishers are here.
Already? How unfortunate.
You called us.
Did I? I thought I had more time. In the end, it runs out for all of us. As I depart this old carcass, I leave no burning heart behind. Go or stay. To prevail, you must first set your heart at peace. When at last you face the nightmare, you must both be clear on what you want. You must.
What do you mean?
It is not for me to give you answers, only to prepare you for what awaits. Then we can all go to sleep. Seeker doesn't hate you, Rory. She's just not used to being trusted. Protect her. For me. You're too late, old mosshead, as ever. Time for peace. I forgive you, old man.
Soldiers, bring me her head! I'll handle this. Take on, soldiers in charge! Handle this.
Old Mosshead is no more. He'll never drink from your skull now, will he? Another ancient promise broken. But what about me? How do I live now? You were all I ever had, and all I'll ever have. Can I set the world on fire now? I just want to see it burn. A pity. Farewell, then. She took me in when no one else wanted me. She taught me to stand up straight.
Leave her be. For now.
I will do. Aye. You aim for the heart. I'll destroy the lips. I admit I'm enjoying the target practice.
Like you need it.
What will become of Seeker now?
She'll try to make sense of her pain. Or perhaps she'll sit with it a while.
If she has regrets, she must tame them.
Grief knows no rulebook.
I remember Aoife's wake. Friends and neighbours came from miles around. We stood and watched over for a day and a night. There was food and drink, song and dance. We honoured and rejoiced in the life she'd led, short as it was. I did not have a wake when my father died. Nor my mother, nor Blair or Anik. But we were running from our enemies and barely had time to bury them. It was as if their deaths hadn't happened. What if I cannot hold a wake for you?
You saw Seeker. Wake or not, loss needs to be felt and lived and done. As long as my body is free of the nightmare, that is all that matters. I'll be all right.
Aye. You'll be all right. What about me? What about me when you are truly gone? Who am I without you? I never wanted to know. When I woke in that cave, I felt like I'd lost everything. I feel like I lost everything.
I'm still here.
For now. And I'm so afraid when you won't be anymore.
I'm afraid too. Afraid to leave you behind. Afraid to journey on.
I had such plans. We'd live such wonders together. I wanted more time.
So did I. But we are together now. One last great adventure.
Aye. That's something. I miss the warmth of your skin. So much.
And I yours.
But are we sure about what we're doing? Are you sure this is what you want?
We made an agreement. Are you having second thoughts?
I don't know. Maybe.
Ceridian's death has changed things for you.
Aye. But more so Seeker's grief. I could have you back. I long for it. It pains me.
Should we reconsider? It may not be too late to change our minds. But you must promise me, Red, whatever we decide, we stick to it. We cannot change our minds again.
I swear it, my love. This is it.
We may be tempted. We must not succumb.
Banishers will remain.
Banishers. To the end.
Aye, Mother. To the end.
Is it worse to lose your faith in your fathers than it is to lose faith in yourself? Those in the Harrows who lived would be wise to look inwards, to reflect, and then to pay penance. But none carry a greater burden than young Lamentation Haskell. How will he guide the faltering faithful when he has so little faith in himself?
My father would tell me stories. In the heart of the mountains lived a mystical race who desired only peace. Can hear him now. These mystics, he said, they valued life and used gold only for their mausoleums. All creatures were accepted among them, except the men who were warned to stay away. They were bellicose and greedy.
Let me guess. They went anyway.
Aye, being bellicose, they did. And being greedy, they went after the gold. Their mausoleums desecrated, the mystics cursed the humans, hid themselves away. They remind me of Ceridian.
Possession incoming.
Mines. The mountains must be rich in ore. Looks a bit rickety.
It's built for a team. One man alone should be fine. Should be. I need a better angle.
More efficient than cannon powder.
Not a pleasant way to die.
That's a pleasant way to die, is it?
Almost there. The lift should be freed now.
These beams look fragile. Will they hold?
Would you rather climb?
If it were up to me, I wouldn't be here to begin with. Snow. Have we climbed higher or has the weather gotten colder?
The nightmare is at work. She's likely using the weather in New Eden to further isolate its people.
And once the curse is lifted, the snow will disappear.
I think so.
Did you hear that?
Yes. Nearby. Change tack.
Have some of that! Oh, shite.
It's up to no good.
hate those things.
Wasn't your first, won't be your last.
Aye, thank you. Is it just me or?
I felt it too. You've excelled of late, and you haven't crowed about it once.
Had your doubts, did you?
Don't get cocky. There's always more to learn. Key thing about a scourge?
It's really bloody angry.
But that's true of most specters. A scourge will always seek a new physical body, often made of different materials. Very poor. Perhaps you'd prefer an easier question? On the nature of a ghost, perhaps?
Ghosts leech the essence from those they haunt, sometimes by asking irritating questions.
That's right. And sometimes the living backchat.
Do you hear that?
Over here. A peaceful place. In different times.
Before the nightmare's influence, you mean?
Let's reach the fort and a fire and warm you up.
I feel a draft.
From the invisible. Trouble ahead. Specters are attacking the fort.
Siege no ground! Hold fire! That fellow's not dead! Shepherd, I said hold your fire! Great! More fun.
Sights red.
Have some of this! Hold there! None in, none out. Not living nor dead.
Name's Red McRaith. I'm obviously a banisher. Open the door there. I've business within.
Your business is, if you'll excuse my articulating the evident, not my business. I have my orders. You can't come in.
I hear you, friend. What's your name?
Name's Andrew White. You seem a pleasant fellow. I like a Scot, me, but standing here, I'm on duty. And when I'm on duty, I'm not your friend. Listen, mate, folk in here have problems enough, and I can't be disobeying orders. Either priests or Pennington would have my guts, and I fancy neither.
Who is this priest? May I speak with him?
Him is a her. Helen Priest ain't here. She's on an excursion to the outpost, searching for supplies. Now, you want to lend a hand? Mrs. Priest and her party are overdue. You can't miss the outpost. It looks out across the valley. If you could find her, and make sure she doesn't die, you'd surely gain her favor. And favor, as they say, opens doors.
Get in a fight and find your boss and dig her out of whatever hole she's in. All right. I can do that.
They have specter troubles. Let's first clear the nearby nest to relieve the fort, then deal with the missing.
How holds the fort?
How holds the fort? Precariously, that's how. Our strength dwindles, and we'll soon run out of powder. Priest took Williams and that other fella, and off they went, scavenging for supplies. They've not yet returned.
It's dangerous out there. The scavenger may easily become the carrion.
Heard any good scuttle lately?
The dead are coming, and you want to gossip. I admire your sang-froid, and that's the Lord's truth, but now, sir, is not the time.
Right. I'll likely be back.
Find our friends, Banisher. Or put them to rest.
I'll try. As soon as I take care of the specter's nest, I'll go looking for the outpost.
Death knocks at their gates. No wonder they won't open.
They don't have a choice. Another attack may overrun them.
The nest might be near. There's a trail to follow in the snow. More coming.
Come and get your breakfast, boys. Never-ending specters. The fort will run out of powder.
These pests don't spring from nowhere. Think you could take on a ghost? You shouldn't stay in there. That's it. That's the place. Fill in the hole. Bury them all.
That should buy the fort a little time.
Let's hope it's not too late for the famous Mrs. Priest. I wonder how many there are in the fort.
Fewer by the day, I'll wager. Still, better to be inside than out.
Think you could take on a ghost? The mountain is awash with specters.
Did the foraging party really come this way?
That would explain why they haven't returned.
What is lurking here?
Time to work, Banisher.
here! Come!
This one's not been dead long.
Let's hope he stays that way.
Let's get back up! Hurry! She's being overrun! Come on!
I love doing that.
This is not how I die! My bolt is shot!
Behind you!
Don't let it crush you. Spectre heading for that corpse.
Away with you! You sure you're alright?
I'm fine. Stop fussing. A timely arrival. You'll be Haskell's Banishers. Thank you. Thank you both.
You can see me.
Clear as day, just as I can see. This is my husband. I am Helen Priest.
Antea Duarte. This is my partner, Red McRaith.
It is rare that the living can see the lingering dead.
All I know is one day I woke after 7 long years of grief, and my Sebastian was back. It was as if my prayers had at last been answered. That was enough for me.
In times of danger, I am duty-bound to protect the woman I love. You understand?
7 years. Why come back now?
It did not feel like 7 years. Suddenly, I felt her pain calling to me.
Divine intervention or otherwise, all that matters is that my dear Sebastian is back. Now, when I need him most.
We found the rest of your men outside. They're gone. I'm sorry.
We were overrun. I sent Matthews and Williams with the supplies to Raith for the hoist.
This was a risky expedition. But Helen had no choice. If the survivors were to rely on Pennington alone, the fort would have already fallen.
I suspect that's so. Sometimes difficult choices must be made. That's courage.
All the courage in the world will be worthless if those in command won't match it.
Pennington did this while monsters relentless besieged the fort. But make no mistake, these men's deaths are on the captain's conscience. If he has one.
How so?
7 years ago, a plague came to New Eden. Pennington quarantined the sick in the mines, walled them up. They were dark times. Hard times. None knew what the morrow would bring. We all lost much. Too much. As second in command, Sebastian volunteered to stay. Walled in with the others, he held out the longest. He died a hero. And now the Forsaken are rising. They demand revenge.
Who would blame them? I watched them die. Soldiers and miners, sick and hungry, begging for help they knew would never come.
Captain Pennington has much blood on his hands.
I'm sorry. You've been through a lot.
We have. We are, and will persist till we prevail.
We should get back to the fort. We will escort you.
I'm afraid I locked us in when I broke the latch.
If there's a way out, we'll find it. Off you go then.
Impressive. You Banishers are quite something.
That's all her. Just the help.
A Banisher marched with my father's infantry. Good for morale, he said.
Soldiers usually carry their ghosts with them. War is good for our business.
I take it that's how you met. I know a soldier when I see him fight.
I never worked for the army, but something like that.
We'll come back for you, my friend.
My sympathies.
This for 2 miserable powder boxes. How low has Pennington brought us?
If you didn't like him, why did you follow him?
I followed his reputation, but he's no longer the same man.
What would you do in his place?
I'm doing it. He sits behind his walls waiting for them to fall, and I'm out here fighting to live. We're fighting for our lives. The captain is in the way.
These internal conflicts are a risk for the stability of the fort.
A necessary risk for the survival of all. But I agree. This must end. You may leave the crates. I'll send someone back for them.
Yeah, the path should be quiet. We cleared the area of the Spectre's nest.
Well, that's a relief. Follow me. White! Open the gates!
Priest! What are you lot waiting for? Open the gates!
Go talk to Pennington. Make him understand, if you can.
Where can I find him?
He hides in his office. You'll find him there.
Where are the others? Williams and the other chap?
Matthews. We were ambushed. They fell.
May God have mercy on their souls.
Captain Pennington.
No time, no way out. No hope, no way in. No time at all.
Captain Pennington, sir.
Mr. McRaith, you live.
There's work to be done.
Work? You had work. A mission. To bring one last glimmer of hope. To gladden our hearts before the pit takes us all.
You secretive bastards haven't helped.
The job is done. There's no more hope and little enough time. All that remains is the pit. Welcome to the last stand, McRaith. Welcome to the end.
I wouldn't surrender just yet, Captain. I found Helen Priest. We brought supplies.
A waste of effort on both accounts.
Hardly. We saved a life. Resupplied, you may save more.
For the sake of what? For the sake of days, a week perhaps? You've saved no one. You've prolonged the terror. The dead will come. Our throats will feel their bony fingers soon enough. The end is inevitable.
It is if you will not act. You're the officer, take command. Surely you can't intend to do nothing.
You sound like Priest. She has changed. Her return to Fort Jericho has made her impulsive, irrational, quarrelsome. I believe she did not fully grieve her husband's loss. Returning to the scene has, it seems, reopened the wound. It festers. She'll join the lieutenant soon enough. When our defences crumble at the last, the pit shall take us all.
How do things stand, Captain, as you see them?
Little has changed. The dead flood from the mines. We shoot them down and gain respite. Soon, the onslaught begins anew. The clock of our extinction ticks on towards the hour. We may no more defeat the dead than we may vanquish the ocean waves.
You must at least try.
We lack much, yet we are still alive. How is that, do you think? We hold till the last. We resist, till retribution rises from the pit and drags us all to hell.
Well, that's something worth waiting for.
I fail to see the appeal of this slow agony.
How unfortunate. Because thanks to you, and the time you bought us, the agony will be all the slower.
Fair to say your tactical retreat from New Eden town has not served you.
The town was doomed to fall to the curse. We disagreed on everything. There was nothing left to do but leave. We did not know there'd be no escape. No Smith gathered the board and the governor let the affair flock to him. We never agreed on anything in the first place.
The governor is no more. His son takes charge. They rebuild as best they can.
Little Lammy Haskell? Truly? Well, better him than his father. May the vacuous peacock rest in peace.
The new Smiths are holed up in the woods, planning soon to leave for Boston.
They may leave for Boston, but the curse will follow. The curse will follow until their backs are against the wall.
As the commanding officer, you must know all the local lumps and bumps.
The lumps and bumps can smooth themselves. I have other priorities.
Why did you come to New Eden, Captain? Why here?
Far from the many wars we fight, you mean? I'd shot enough Frenchmen and more than enough Indians.
Did no one come with you?
Keep to your business, son, not mine.
It's just, there's a portrait hanging on the wall. A family.
I had a wife and daughter once. I'll not entertain you with their story.
Tell me more about yourself and your career.
I did my duty and had the fortune to return alive. That's all. We who are intimate with war tell no tales.
I thought that too. I was wrong. Silence allowed my ghosts to prosper. 'Tis good to tell our stories.
If ever I do tell, I'll not be telling you, son.
Permission to take my leave, Captain.
And if I refuse it?
Are you trying to recruit me, Captain? Do you really think I'd take the King's shilling?
If I were to offer enough shillings, I'm sure of it. I need no new lieutenants. But if you wish, you may stay. This key unlocks the unused watchtower. You'll bill it while you're here.
On the one hand, a captain beaten by the world. On the other, his rival, haunted and mutinous.
In a fort besieged by vengeful specters.
Behind all the shit, there's something else. Something darker. Could be worse. Could be underground.
Banishers, may I have a word?
Helen, something wrong?
Apologies for disturbing your rest. I'm afraid it can't wait. What did you think of the captain?
I saw an officer alone. A proud man turned to stone, perhaps by years of war. I saw a broken man.
I did not see the tyrant you described.
Inaction is tyranny. He will not act, but nobly get the hell out of the way.
I do not disagree, but the captain needs help.
I too was a soldier, broken and haunted. With Antea's help, I recovered. Pennington may need the same.
Leave Pennington to me. The good folk of the fort need your help. You are banishers. The dead, you'll have noticed, hammer at the gates. I would like you to go into the mines and find out what enrages them so. I would like you to do what the captain will not.
And while we deal with the hordes of angry specters, what shall you be doing?
When the mines are purged, I'll oust Pennington.
Where do we go?
There is a second tunnel into the mines. The entryway was walled shut during the quarantine. Getting there will not be easy, but the barricade should fall without too much difficulty. After that, who knows?
Underground again. Wonderful.
If it soothes you, I too am taking a significant risk. The captain has a penchant for locking people up and leaving them to rot. Some years ago in New Eden town, the captain locked up an innocent woman. A fate I wish to avoid.
Pennington the jailer. Do you speak of Deborah? What did he do?
I was away from New Eden town at the time. Rumours said she was a witch, I later heard. And so too did the captain. The court agreed. Who knows what urges drove the captain then? He is a secretive man, and always has been.
How goes it with Sebastian?
I'm not sure. I had never let go of my grief. I was bereft, empty. His absence gave me substance. I clung to it. Useless, really. My husband died in the dark with nothing but my handkerchief to soothe his last moments. And now, he's back. If each worthwhile thing in life is to be lived, and then when it is gone, to be grieved, then what now? I have to believe our love is enough.
Love is hard work. We are bound to grieve all the different versions of ourselves. And theirs.
I try to hold him and cannot. It taunts me. It was almost easier when he was gone.
All things are fleeting. Gaze upon the ghost you love and you can't deny it, bitter though the thought may be.
Yes, 'tis a blessing and a curse. Yet against all reason, we persist. Let us make the most of time remaining.
Is it your belief that Pennington's quarantine lies at the heart of the problem here? That this is why the dead rage so?
What else? He walled them in. Miners, nurses, soldiers, the healthy or the sick, he buried them all. And then he lied about it. I'll brook his callous cowardice no more.
Much goes on around here, and you seem to know about all of it.
I try, and I could do something about it if the captain was out of the way.
What brought you to New Eden?
I came with Sebastian, willingly, mind you. My father was a soldier. I knew there'd be travel. Sebastian courted me for 3 years. I swore when we married I'd follow him to the end of the earth. And here we are.
How's morale about the fort?
The fort has known better days. Not many, mind. It's always been miserable. Folk deserve better. They fought so hard and lost so much. The captain must show them a future.
We should go.
Then it's agreed. When you're ready, you'll investigate the mines. Take the hoist to the waterfall, near the outpost you first found me. From there, it is not far to the tunnel. Keep your wits and all your luck about you.
An innocent woman jailed.
I mean, as wolf belts go, it's pretty.
It's
But I've more
barbaric.
than enough of them.
An officer must be
Folk in
just,
Boston are not
or
short.
else it all unravels.
What do I
Helen is right. The truth lies down there, somewhere. I suspect Deborah is at it again.
Ready for another ride? Circumstances aside, this is quite romantic.
Swarming hordes of specters aren't to your liking.
They are if I'm with you. Not a fan of this breeze, mind.
Not as romantic as you'd thought, eh?
Maybe now's the time to ask you to marry me.
Try it and I'll cut the rope.
worry about it.
What a beautiful view.
Every morning I wake to a better one.
You trying to charm me, lady? I'll warn you. She'll definitely work. Enjoying the target practice.
Like you need it.
Banishers. I see you found your way.
Sebastian, what are you doing here?
Difficult though it be to walk these dark tunnels, I'll guide you as best I can.
You sure you want to come? You don't have to.
I must. For Helen.
What shall we find down there?
The rage of the Forsaken. They trusted him. He betrayed them. He abandoned them. I doubt they can be placated.
Pennington did a great and terrible thing. Your death must feel like an outrage.
I am a soldier. I took the shilling. Death is part of the bargain. One dies so many may live. I served the sick and the dying. When my turn came, I was ready. But now, in the fort, there is no noble sacrifice. One dies, so all may also die.
Tell us a little more about Helen.
I'm not sure what more I could tell you. My wife is a strong woman. What you see is what you get. Every day I feel blessed to have a partner and best friend by my side. I had never expected her. When she came into my life, I came home to myself. Made me want to be a better man.
Oh, I know the feeling.
She gave me a handkerchief. I died clutching it. A symbol of our love. She was and is ever in my thoughts. She is my world, now until the end.
We must press on.
Stay close. Whenever you're ready. Not far now, till you find what you need. I hope.
Pity. I was enjoying this wee promenade. Oh, fantastic.
I think you can get down from here.
Everything all right?
Let's just get this over with. Pennington ordered the barricades fast. I barely had time to bid Helen farewell.
That must have been hard.
A soldier is called to sacrifice.
Off we go then. Soldiers were angry.
Soldiers weren't spared. Those not taken by sickness or thirst died of despair.
Which one took you?
Despair. Most definitely.
These tunnels go surprisingly deep.
In its heyday, it was quite the operation. You see this lift? It goes all the way down. Cart upon cart rose to the surface, piled high with ore.
The words of a ghost may resonate here.
I told Gray the tunnels were hellish hot. But Wilson says he can't do much about it. Keep feeding the furnace, says he, if you want your meager pay. That sounds nasty. You all right?
Wouldn't fancy working here with the furnaces running.
The work men did here was meant to make New Eden rich.
Did the miners abandon their work when sickness hit?
They worked till they could work no more.
Stuck, damn it.
There's a strong spectral presence down there.
A lot of us died down here.
What the hell was that?
Uh-oh.
They're coming.
You have to hit harder than that. Think you could take on a ghost? Shift your balance.
Right, that's on your sides.
Nice of you to join us, Sebastian. Care to explain what the hell we just heard?
I can't.
What now?
I say we push past the blockade. Follow me, please.
What's this?
A makeshift checkpoint. The halfway mark.
They expecting to face a regiment?
In a way. We knew the dying would try to fight. We had to keep them from infecting the rest.
Charming.
Can't blame a man for one thing. Oh my.
This miner was shot. Was there a mutiny?
There was. We failed.
Why did you not mention this before?
My heartfelt apologies. I suppose the memory was just too painful.
What is that?
This is no ordinary specter, that's for sure.
Perhaps in our pain, screaming to be free, we made chains.
More importantly, how do we break them?
I see a weak link.
Whatever's down here, they're not like that.
I have another in sight. Shift your balance. To me! Red, look at this.
What's that mark mean?
I've seen it in books. Necromancy. Corpse raising, spirit control, that kind of thing.
Have you heard of a ghost able to raise the dead and control them?
I thought they were myths. Perhaps I was wrong. But we do our work. Come on, let's break these chains.
Sense the ripple of a past conversation.
Don't fret. We're coming for you.
This creature, I don't think we're ready to face it. Turn back.
Why?
I don't know. I thought maybe I shouldn't see whatever is down there.
What is lurking here?
Time to work, Banisher.
Voices from the dead ripple here.
Lay down your weapon, Prospector, and stand away. I'll not say it twice.
Hear me! I'm not your foe.
Obey the order. Put the pickaxe down.
Your uniform won't protect your son. Your officer will bury us all. He'll bury us all.
He'll bury us all. He meaning Pennington, right?
Who else?
Sebastian, what is this place?
It's nothing. It's only... The people were angry. And for good reason.
Rebel camp. Right, Sebastian, fess up. What's going on?
What matters is that Pennington must pay. There is nothing else.
Sebastian Priest. In the mine you were to tend to the sick. Instead, you afflicted them.
What? No. This is a heinous lie. I gave my life for it.
You turned into a tyrant until revolt emerged among the exhausted survivors.
They must have gone mad down in the dark. Their rage found a target in me, the captain's man. I died innocent. I died a hero.
You're a murdering coward. Blame Pennington all you want. We know 'tis a lie.
I didn't. I never did that. It's not me. It's all a lie. I love Helen with all my heart. Pennington must pay. You must make Pennington pay for his crimes.
You'll not get away with this, Sebastian. Come back here, you coward!
I don't think he's coming back.
Path is clear.
We go deeper. I can't believe Sebastian lied to us all. To Helen.
Is this why the creature is angry? I wouldn't be.
Perhaps. Sebastian wants Pennington to be punished at all costs, and I'm not sure why.
Aye, still impressive. Christ, where are we now?
Miners, left to die in sickness and starvation. Helen was right. This was an atrocity. But she blamed the wrong man.
impressive.
The sight of them makes me wonder if their resistance was even worth
Standing amidst their bodies, nothing but silence for your answer. What do you think?
that body. These must be Sebastian's remains.
Curious. Priest said he was the last to die. Said he shot himself when hope ran out. That someone stove this fella's head in with a pike. This was no romantic suicide. This was bloody murder. Plus, there's no ghost tie. And look, the mark from before.
No ghost tie. So why did he not pale and become a specter like the rest?
Sebastian told Helen a story. His prominent chest wound was part of it. But it's a fiction. He spun her a lie.
I'm starting to doubt the lieutenant's ghost. I think it's an effigy of Sebastian sent to get close to Helen. Maybe even to Pennington. Not a specter. Something more elaborate. But what? And why? Sebastian is a doll, stuffed with stolen memory, made by whatever lurks down here.
Helen relies on her husband. The truth might ruin her.
Whatever about Helen. First we need to find the doll maker. That's for a body.
They sickened here. Lost in the dark. And one by one they died.
We'll soon be out. Together.
Aye. I suppose. I know the stink is long since gone, but I swear I smell it anyway.
We're getting close. Someone's left us a fire camp to use. These chains, an echo, I think. I sense the vivid echo of a ghost's memory.
Will you finally speak to me? Please let me go, Captain.
What? What are you?
Unchain me, Pennington.
You? No. No.
You will return and unchain me, Pennington. I won't let you rest until you set me free.
Whatever skulks down here, its presence gives it life.
Another ghost rallying the wrath of lesser specters to its cause. This is about the agony of Deborah Comenius.
Aye, and the guilt of the people of New Eden. Can you see it?
Not yet.
I hear you, Pennington. Have you returned, Captain? At long last, will you free me?
What happens if we do?
Crawl and climb and knock, and the captain will taste his own medicine.
You're Deborah, right? Pennington had you arrested and clapped you in chains.
A broken path, locked away, forgotten, down in the dark. Lift the heavy chains from her, free me.
If we do, will you talk with us?
No chit-chat, eh?
Here it comes. Her last strike weakened the chains. Free her! The chains are coming undone. This is your chance.
I'll kill you, and then you'll be the next.
Her last strike weakened the chains. Free her. Call on me, Red. The chains are coming undone. This is your chance.
Release her! So long I feel alive.
I need a sign!
Come at me, beat you.
Antea? Antea!
Focus on my voice.
I've got you.
I'll kill you, and then you'll be the next.
I can see the weaker links.
Darkness, it devours me. Eats me.
Lead me to you! I'll get rid of all of you.
This is not pleasant. Thank you. Call on me, Red.
Bad timing.
You are all to blame for this.
I can see the weaker links.
It's over. Go in peace.
No peace, no pardon, naught but darkness and decay.
No. All this must stop, and you must stop it.
Dark decay and the maddest words of the worst of men.
Whose words? Pennington's?
The worst of men.
When the maddening silence becomes the darkest night, the faintest voice is welcome as the dawn.
Deborah.
I've had enough minds for a lifetime. Can we go now? What was that thing?
A puppeteer. Every dead thing we've met was controlled by its anguish. Sebastian especially. The miners were wronged, but Pennington's dereliction of Deborah is what caused all this. So what now?
What? Pennington had Deborah locked up screaming. When she was dead, he ignored her. He's a disgrace.
But Helen Priest is enthralled to a trickster spirit. She can't be trusted either.
Well, eventually, we'll get to take sides.
What is it?
The rush after the fight. It'll pass.
It's Sebastian, isn't it? You know I'm me, right? That I'm no puppet.
Aye.
Do you, though?
Aye. My head may say different, but I know it in my heart. Fresh air. At last.
You did well down there, young man.
Thank you, Master.
This is mutiny.
It is justice. Justice long denied.
Wait!
Thought you'd been killed in the mines.
Soon will all lie dead in the mines.
Neither one more word nor a move from you.
The minds are cleansed of their madness, which is more than I can say for this room.
You banished the thing in a pit. Truly? It's gone?
Aye, the puppeteer is no more. The siege is lifted. Don't get excited. You're still up to your neck in shite. You've still to answer for what you did, and what you did not.
I do not answer to civilians, nor to mutineers.
You will answer to the dead.
Once a woman in chains cried out and you did not listen. This is why you're cursed. Confess. Your future, and the future of many, depends on it.
I'll confess there is no future. I'll confess I led us here to make our final stand. And we still stand. To that I'll confess, and claim the credit.
We fall one by one.
Then we weep, we rage, but we stay loyal and true. Even the widows must stay true.
In fear you dither while folk die. Soldiers will not long stay loyal to a coward.
I do not fear a future already written. The die is cast. I dither not. I hold. I hold and watch the end unfold.
There's more to this. An older guilt. A deeper fear.
You may be to blame for the tragedy in the mines, Pennington, or you may not. But the puppeteer wanted you dead. Some years back, you accused a local woman of witchcraft. You locked her up. The puppeteer was quite angry about that. Fairfax Haskell too played a part in the killing of Deborah Comenius. He faced up to his wrongs. Now you will face up to yours.
At last the die stopped rolling and my number has come up. I'll tell it now. I'll tell it all.
When you slandered her, you knew there'd be a witch hunt. Why'd you do it?
There was no slander. It was true. She was corrupt. She was evil. And she was a school teacher. Someone had to think of the children.
It's horse shit, but he seems to believe it. We're getting closer to the truth.
You clapped her in irons and threw her in jail. You took her humanity. You recognized her in the puppeteer, didn't you?
I'm sorry. Puppeteer? That's what was in the mines, wasn't it? And you knew, didn't you? How long? For how long have you known?
What I know and you do not would fill a library.
Helen is misguided. Under Sebastian's malign influence, she will remain so. Yet Pennington is little better. Which way do you lean?
I have faith in Helen Priest. Step down, Captain. Perhaps you may begin to wash your guilt away.
Do what you must, and face the consequences. Cast the die.
I will. You failed, Captain. As an officer, as a man. You brought a curse upon the people of New Eden. No. The fort needs a leader without blood on our hands. I'll do it. I'll place the blame where it belongs. How Marif, how Gunjo.
Life to the living.
Death to the dead.
as a man seen and done too much, as a soldier, a leader, a father.
Down with tyranny. Justice prevails. If we are to survive, there is much to do, and survive we shall. For the record, beyond that door, Captain Pennington was tried and executed for his crimes.
We did what was needed. The story you tell is up to you. Looks like the nightmare's curse is lifted here.
Job done.
How often, Abigail, must we have this fight? How often must we argue?
We shall argue until you hear me.
What now?
What did Ceridian say when we first met her?
Once we'd weakened the nightmare's influence, we could use the void to enter its lair.
Deborah's grip on the settlers has diminished. We'll return to Ceridian's island. From there, the void breach will take us back to New Eden town.
Just like that, eh?
Well, yes, just like that. Something bothering you.
But aren't we rushing things a little?
We've lost too much time already. We have a nightmare to confront, remember? Sometimes I hate the world. Another free woman, bright, sensitive, kind, murdered by a craven rabble too weak to face its own mediocrity. Cowards hiding behind fake virtue, and for what? They won't even say her name. Why? Why her?
You said it yourself. Deborah was a victim of their fear.
That's not enough. Her murder was another throw of a dice. Why is it always us who have to pay with our lives?
Aye. You did. And I regret my failure to my dying day and after it too.
I was not speaking of our situation. When I left Cuba, anything could have befallen me. I was bright, free, talented. Though I had the wrong tongue, the wrong sex, the wrong skin. I defied life. I expected so much more from the world. I was arrogant. Arrogant to believe I needed no one. To shut out my mother and experience curandera. And listen instead to my sister.
Your childhood friend. What happened?
I had little and wanted more. A dangerous thing when you have our type of talent. Anything could have befallen me, but it didn't.
This has been hard for you. For me too. Perhaps we should think of how far we've come together and take heart.
I am dead, Rory. I am dead, and sooner will be gone for good.
You think I don't know this?
So act like it.
I'm not the enemy here. Look, all this, it's a lot to endure. We're both exhausted. I know I am.
I cannot tire.
I know. I know how hard it's been for you.
You have no idea. None at all.
I'll do my best to understand, if you'll let me. We should have faith. Look at us. We'll get to where we're going.
Shut up, Red. Shut up. This isn't about what we have conquered or what we have achieved or how far we have journeyed. Look at us. Look at me. I loathe what I've become. Can't you see that?
I was trying to help. I'm sorry.
Stop apologizing. Good night.